We have no time for stragglers.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Hey!
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority. You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company. Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way. ShadowHeart. One moment. It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on. You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible? I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing. No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? Easy is often less interesting. Besides, we've plenty of reason to rely on each other already. You can't confide in just anyone about a monster in your head. Sweet of you, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll get to know me just fine by traveling together. No need for interrogations just yet. Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
No asks of you can compare to the tests that Lady Shar's children endure. What, you think frolicking in the woods by moonlight amounts to a test? That's nothing. That's just a childish thing. I don't want to hear any more of it. We've spoken enough of this. I cannot allow your misguided beliefs to poison my mind. Lae'zel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common... You're straight to the point, at least. But still, I'm not sure you're ready for Shar's teachings. Not yet, at least. Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shar, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. As you worship Selûne, I assume you know of her twin. The night brings comfort. Through loss, we find acceptance. In the arms of the Dark Mother, we find peace. Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shar teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shar, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on, the institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering. Death, even. Many people break before they embrace Shar's truths. Well, if that troubles you, perhaps you should fetch the bailiff to arrest. Ah, but there's no bailiff here, is there? Just leagues of wilderness and the dangers lurking within. We're in this together, but I'll happily go it alone. My faith will keep me company.
ShadowHeart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. I don't know exactly. Lady Shar, protect me. It felt oddly familiar, but I don't know why. I saw something that reminded me of my faith, my mission. I felt something rise within me like my blood was on fire. Then it passed. That's all I know. It's stopped now, whatever it is. Let's just carry on. Let me guess. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Best if we just get the subject out of the way now. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shar. I can feel her influence somehow. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall.
But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shar has her reasons. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shar will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure. It's less difficult than you might imagine when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shar. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning. Something the matter? I had hoped you might be tactful enough to not pick at that particular scab. Seems I was mistaken. My lady and your moon witch are at war, so naturally we're enemies. But enemies with a common purpose, for now. As long as we have use for each other, I can bite my tongue and stay my blade. I don't see what more needs to be said on the matter. You're good company, I'll admit it. I'm sorry you're hindered by that supposed goddess. But whatever you and I think of each other means little. We stand in opposition. Our goddesses have determined it. I suppose some would consider such diplomacy a virtue. Others might just see it as a lack of will. But I suppose there's no harm in learning about the opposition. No, I doubt there's much to learn. You Selûnites are coddled, decadent, drunk on hope, fattened calves ready for sacrifice. How so? Are you taught to churn your own butter while barely out of swaddling? Nothing Selûna asks of you can compare to the tests that Lady Shar's children endure. You think frolicking in the woods by moonlight amounts to a test? That's nothing. That's just a childish thing. I don't want to hear any more of it. We've spoken enough of this. I cannot allow your misguided beliefs to poison my mind. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shar. I can feel her influence somehow. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shar has her reasons. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shar considers it greater protection than any shield or armor. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shar will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure. It's less difficult than you might imagine when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shar. Pain will will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prison, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
Feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
The voice is gone. Muted by this Gith relic. Why does a half-elf carry it?
I'm not sure I want to know. But it's gone now. We should keep moving. I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldursgate. At any cost. Because it was our mission to retrieve it. Me and the others. I'm the only one who made it.
Something the matter?
Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life. It's called faith. Duty. It doesn't have to add up to me as long as I serve. I'm part of a bigger plan. One that will be revealed in time. That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own. I told you already. I surrendered my memories for the sake of the mission. Shar's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. There's less truth in the Moon Witch's teachings than you've been led to believe, Selûnite. What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's a deal. No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shar's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldursgate and fulfill Shar's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shar will reward me when I succeed. Selûne. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. A ruin abandoned to a murderous horde is a very fitting dedication to Selûne. Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself. You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shar, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it? Good to know. For the future. Let's head back, if we must.
All's well, I hope. No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked. And kissed. I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh, shh, shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Ghaik vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You feel ShadowHeart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks is the same one the Absolute's followers are hunting. It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicions cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
The Kithrak nods, content with Lae'zel's answer.
You serve your queen well, child. Take your slaves and hunt those who escaped the Ghaik ship. They must carry the weapon. I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos! To the sky!
Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again.
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it.
Remove yourself if you are so easily offended. This is not your concern.
Nonsense. You're just finally showing us what you really are. A reaver to the bone.
Spare your indignity. Every word that spills from your mouth is worth less than the last. Incorrect. Judicious bloodletting settles feuds and roots out the weak, the deceitful.
Do you hear this, tribe? Our lives are at stake, and she wants us to turn on each other.
No others. Just you and me.
Lae'zel thinks I have something important to her people. She's deluded, clearly.
Lies. She carries an heirloom of my people. I must know why.
The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it. You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward!
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luck.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance. I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest. You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes.
Find a shovel.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. Twice over, in fact. You supported me against Lae'zel. I may not have survived that night without you. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shar, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shar, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shar's enclave in Baldursgate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable. Dark justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shar would likely balk at a justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind. don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate, hope has little place amongst Lady Shar's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone. Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time. No. The opposite. I feel like I can share this with you. I've never felt that way before. It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole, the connection. Come into my mind. I'm sure. I trust you. I don't remember how it started, only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. I can't remember what I said. I can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shar. That's all I remember.
You remember that it is common amongst Selûne's followers to send their children into the woods alone, a rite of passage to find their way home. Perhaps this one has gone awry.
You're reading too much into things. A childhood bauble, that's all. Just because Selûnites claim something doesn't mean they own it. Normally I'd agree, but with you, it's getting easier by the moment. Huh. So that's what people mean when they talk about butterflies in their stomach. Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shar must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes. Perhaps you're right. And perhaps one day I won't have to suffer. But I don't think that day has arrived yet. Lady Shar will ease my pain when she wishes to. I can't. My memories are being withheld for a reason. Lady Shar will return them to me when the time is right, no sooner. Besides, mushrooms aren't my favorite. I think it's because of the gills. I've given my answer. I'm not eating that thing. Go sell it or make an omelette with it for all I care. All right. Give it here. I think so. I remember something. Not everything. It's new and not new at the same time. All jumbled up. I was younger. Much younger. An initiate at the cloister. I was upset about something. The others were teasing me, mocking my name, like I wasn't worthy of it. There was another. A tiefling boy with short horns and purple hair. I think he was my friend. He tried to make me feel better. Renald. That's the last part of it I remember. That must be his name. Perhaps he's still there in Baldur's Gate. I'm not sure what else I can say, at least until I can remember more. She taught me, trained me, punished me. Often, I think I feel her influence when the wound pains me. Not even memories, just glimpses, impressions. Perhaps the wound is her doing, something Lady Shar bid her to do. I don't know. That drow near is going to be on his last gasp unless someone digs him out. Though not necessarily our concern, of course. What's your game, exactly? A Selûnite bearing gifts sounds like a trick if I ever heard one. Easily done. How am I ever going to explain this in my prayers? The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shar is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. The darkness is the truth, Selûnite. In the end, there will only be endless black. And those that Lady Shar has embraced. Cling to your torches and memories of the sun if you like. See how long you last without me. Lady Shar wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shar. A temple, perhaps. Rings a bell? Why? Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid. We'll see. Give me a while to put my imagination to work. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Sorry. Was lost in thought. Something the matter? I don't fully know. Just a nagging feeling. Almost like I'm conflicted about something, but I don't quite know what. It's nothing. Forget it. Too much time in my own head. Is that so? Well, I hope you don't intend to make such a claim without some evidence to support it. True prayer needs peace, and serenity has proved elusive of late. I'll admit it. Staying true to Lady Shar has proved difficult at times. I found that my mind is prone to wandering to places I shouldn't go at that. Forbidden thoughts. Hidden memories. All that Lady Shar would shield me from until I am ready. Sometimes it feels like there's something just out of reach. Some truth on the tip of my tongue. And at times, I feel like I can almost voice it. When I ate the noble stalk, I remembered I had a friend. But all I have is a name and a face. There must be more. When I shared the memory from my childhood, you found it far too easy to make a connection to Selûne for my liking. Nothing is simple anymore. Sometimes it feels like all I have are doubts. The Mother Superior must have had a reason to deny me the chance to become a Dark Justiciar. Perhaps this is the reason. Perhaps I'm simply not worthy. Forget I ever said anything. I'm just indulging in thoughts best buried. I can't believe we found the Dark Lady's sacred crucible. I know. I can scarcely believe it's real. But I saw it with my own eyes. Felt the polished stone walls raised in Lady Shar's honor. Normally, it would not be for me to pursue becoming a Dark Justiciar without a superior's command. But this is different. My lady wanted me to find this place. I know it. Overwhelming. Worship of Lady Shar is usually discreet by nature. Her holy sites have to be modest, well hidden. But that place... I never knew such grandeur had been built in her honor. The Gauntlet of Shar is no ordinary temple. It is the highest test of the Dark Lady's faithful, to judge if they are worthy of becoming a Dark Justiciar. The Gauntlet has double meaning. It speaks of the ordeals to be overcome, and of the armor-clad fist of Lady Shar that would embrace the worthy. Survive the crushing Gauntlet, and be embraced by the Night Singer at its very core. The old ways were lost over time. Now some claim the rank simply by killing a single Selûnite. But before, they were a true elite. Many would attempt the trials, but few would succeed.
You do not belong here.
Your mind upends. Somehow, in the decayed soup of this creature's brain, a tadpole lives. Another presence nurtures it, manipulates it like a puppet.
No, you do not belong. This is the Dark Lady's house. She is no use for old, faithless bones.
You plunder.
You meddle!
You upset my plans. Leave. I am their creator. I saved them from life. From death. From their skin and their flesh. Now they serve me. Leave before...
Stupid vermin-infested cockhead! You have awoken the shadows! My forces are split. The defenses are thin.
Rally on me, a wall of bone and blade against the darkness. Now!
The bowl contains an ancient rust-colored bloodstain. It forms a neat disc, as if spilled calmly and willingly.
This is one of Lady Shar's trials. Allow me. It's important.
Bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering.
Another trial. I need to do this, same as before. Nothing. Nothing's wrong at all. It's fine. Really. I just feel we're on the right track. I'm right where I need to be. Under Lady Shar's gaze. This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shar's grace did we even make it this far.
Nothing. ShadowHeart continues her prayer in silence. You feel your mind slip into ShadowHeart's. But you are not the only one present. There is another. Ancient, commanding, rendered from purest darkness. Shar.
Take my spear, step forward, and strike down the Selûnite.
As you command, Nightsinger.
Now go. Warm my blade with moon-crazed blood. And be wary of your companion. She pries in your thoughts.
That wasn't for you to hear! You'd be wise to turn a blind eye. I won't fail. Not when I'm this close. It's simple. My Lady Shar demands a sacrifice. One life. Not that it matters, but her reward aligns with your own interests. Please. How many breathed their last just so we could make it this far? Trust me. This will help us. Just remember what I said. Let me do what I need to.
As you step into the silent water, a foreign dread travels through you. It curls its way up your leg, squeezing tight.
Lady Shar. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
You did well. Better than I would have credited you with. Now, hurry along and bear witness to my masterpiece.
This is the Dark Lady's domain. He does not belong here.
Raise one finger to me, and I'd sunder you like lightning would a rotten oak. Now, enough dullard questions. Follow me.
Balthazar, come to add more bars to my cage? Or perhaps to lead this would-be Justicia's blade directly to my heart? I invite you. Heap more sins upon your head. My retribution will be all the sweeter for them.
All this time, and you still failed to appreciate the gifts I bestowed on you, Aelin. Sad to see a thing of beauty not recognize its own worth. But General Thorm, he appreciates you, and he wants you close at hand. So, I am here to whisk you back to him.
I welcome the sight of him after these 100 years. He whose immortality I supply with my very soul.
General Thorm. I'm sure you'll be on your best behavior for him, but just in case, I've taken some precautions. Keep back. It will take quite some concentration to secure Aelin for her little journey. You insult her. You insult me. Aelin is so much more than that. She is an Aasimar, bound to a soul cage of my creation, and lending her immortal strength to General Thorm. Her power, his will, and my genius. An unsurpassable feat.
Ramblings most unsane. Poor Balthazar, for maggots ate his brain long ago.
Hold your tongue, Aelin, or I'll take it away from you again. And you, no more questions, no more interference. The arrogance of divinity. Your patron will not hear your prayers when I add you to my undying retinue, godling!
Balthazar has drawn his final rancid breath. A pity it was not my hand that brought it about. Instead, it was you. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shar's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justiciar is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude. Until, of course, your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel ShadowHeart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Well, well, well. What's that I sense? A spear intended for my heart? Empowered by your goddess, I. Empowered to kill the child of a god. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child, frightened by wolves in the dark.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
What do you think? What should I do?
There it is. True death, at last. You are Shar's child, after all. And I am.
It is done. You have proven yourself. You have answered my highest calling. My chosen. My warrior. My dark justiciar. No more hiding. Let me show you. Let all see how you have served me, ShadowHeart, and how you have been rewarded. Your pain is now your power. Wield it true. My charge must be cleansed. You shall be my instrument in ridding it of the impure. Then you shall take up the mantle as its new leader. First, hunt down the traitor, Ketheric Thorm. He shunned my embrace. He let my armies be slaughtered. He used my domain to safeguard his wretched life. But now, without the Nightsong, he's vulnerable. End him. In my name, ShadowHeart. Let him see you in your splendor before you shut his eyes forever. Once he is vanquished, Baldur's Gate awaits. Your holy work will continue there, where you first learned of my embrace. Take up my spear again and go forth. Let the cleansing begin.
Finally! Through me, her will is enacted. Her shadows strengthen and the darkness takes all. I am her chosen. Done it. A dark justiciar chosen by Lady Shar. It almost doesn't feel real. I wanted to talk to you about that. Lady Shar has bestowed a great honor upon me. But it isn't without a cost, it seems. She expects me to fill my heart up with love for her alone, leaving no room for others. No room for us. I don't want to. But Lady Shar demands it. Everything is surrendered to her, ultimately. But she claims some things earlier than others, it seems. Perhaps we'll still be able to find a way. Some interpretation of her will that lets us stay together. But I can't guarantee anything. And I suspect that she'll demand more and more of me as time passes. If you don't want to gamble on that, I understand. You'll have little trouble finding a more straightforward lover, I suspect. Are you sure? I don't want you to resent my divided affections. Then I can only hope Lady Shar will prove lenient if I try to keep a little piece of my heart from her. She has. And I must continue to prove myself worthy of her favor. The apostate Ketheric Thorm still lives. That will soon change if I have any say in the matter. Lady Shar's church in Baldur's Gate has yet to be cleansed. A rot has set in amongst the leadership, one that I must cut out. Even once all that is done, more will be asked of me, no doubt. The holy work will not be done until the Night Singer's eternal darkness is restored. There is one other matter. As the chosen of Lady Shar, it is time to carry myself like one. I still carry certain vestiges of a novice. That will no longer do. If I am to lead in Lady Shar's name, I must look the part. Leave it to me. You'll see exactly what I mean soon enough. Last light is no more. Lady Shar's darkness will have swept away all resistance, thanks to my sacrifice. Take a moment if you need it. I didn't know this would happen. Truly. Notice anything new? This hairstyle is closer to Lady Shar's own image. I did it to honor her. What do you think? Good. I did this for Lady Shar. For myself. But I had hoped you'd like it as well. We're in decidedly unfamiliar territory now. Keep up the pressure and stay alert. We need to find Thorm. This land remains cloaked by Lady Shar's power. Good. A shame it cost us Halsin as a traveling companion, though. He may have been misguided, but I liked looking at him. So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. Lady Shar has given me a new mission, and the prism plays no part in it. In fact, it seems like the Mother Superior's concern alone, and she has strayed from the Dark Lady. She will be in for a rude awakening when I finally stand before her again. Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long, and I could be back where this all started. I do. The Mother Superior will have ordered them to keep watch for my return. Find one, and we discover what comes next. Difficult to say. I've strayed from my original mission, but Lady Shar has given me a new one. Time will tell if my peers recognize that. The Mother Superior has a tight grip on them, one that I intend to break. Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching. I know what you mean. And under different circumstances, I'd like that too. But first things first, I'm afraid. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
What a sight for sore eyes. I believe there's somewhere you're supposed to be. No? Long overdue, in fact.
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. I was told to keep watch for you, and point you towards home should you ever appear. And lo, you have appeared. Your friend isn't subtle, a dangerous trait. Are you sure you want her listening in on this?
Yes, I trust her. Whatever you have to say, say it.
Very well. First, you need to continue onwards into the lower city. Then, seek out a place called the House of Grief. It may not be quite what you expect, but I assure you, it's the right spot. Go there, and make yourself known. You will be given the welcome you deserve.
Can't you show me yourself?
Oh, no. I must remain here. In truth, I'm glad to keep my distance for now. There's been some tension in the ranks. Seems a great deal is riding on the outcome of your mission. Besides, I have business to attend to, wares to sell. Our great endeavor can't run on faith alone. We need funds. Have a look, if you wish. Otherwise, I think we're done. Try not to dawdle too much in the city. Mother's waiting.
Tell me one thing. Is there someone called Renald there? A tiefling boy, or possibly a man now?
Renald! Now there's a name I haven't heard in some time. But not for me to spoil what Lady Shar would keep hidden from you, Best if you look for yourself.
To reach its very center and confront the Mother Superior. Lady Shar decrees she is no longer fit to lead. There will be plenty of others there too. If we can get them to see sense, I would rather we spare their lives. I don't want to lead a congregation of corpses like Balthazar and Ketheric. Lady Shar's blessings be upon you. What's that look you're giving me? I feel like a mouse cornered by a cat. Pity. It can be difficult to explain if you don't worship the Night Singer yourself, but I'll try. Lady Shar respects cunning, and that's exactly what you and I will need to demonstrate if you want this to continue. Rules are perhaps not always meant to be broken, but they are always intended to be bent. That kiss we shared wasn't my first, you know. Far from it. Lady Shar's initiates, we weren't supposed to have relationships. Or flings. Not even stray trysts. And yet, we found a way. Don't worry. Even if I could remember them, none could withstand comparison to you. You can frame many acts as service to the Dark Lady if you put your mind to it. Seduction can be a worthy form of subterfuge. A snatched moment can practice the art of stealth. And making a lover wait? Well, there's few finer torments, if you know what you're doing. As long as my actions can be thought of as honoring Shar or honing skills in her service, there's a great deal of flexibility to be had. I know you do. But I'm not going to let you. Not just yet. Few finer torments. But you need to understand the limitations. I can't truly love you. Not like most define it. I'll always have to keep a place for Lady Shar. But you're clever, willing, and flexible. You needn't feel left wanting. I'll give you all that I can. Just don't call it love.
Welcome back. We've been awaiting you, ShadowHeart. So, the rumors are true then? The Dark Lady has blessed you. Most curious.
I need to see the Mother Superior.
All in due time. As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you. This is the House of Grief. We strive to help those whose hearts have grown heavy, be it with anger, melancholy, grief, or treachery. Submit to the mapping and reveal what lurks in your heart. If you consent, Follow me. If you do not, leave.
You seek to be unburdened, yes? The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet, there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
Do you know why you are here?
I have a mission to fulfill. I must...
You had a mission, yes. But did you succeed? Or did you stray? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of Shar... It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Viconia de Vere.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An astral projection? Very clever. I'll stay on my toes around this one.
I thought you might try to flee rather than face us. Perhaps you are braver than I thought. Or more arrogant than even I can fathom. No matter. You are here now to face the Dark Lady's judgment before a gathering of your peers. Give the artifact, and perhaps we will be merciful.
No. I already faced Lady Shar. I passed her trials. I wielded her spear, and now I am her mortal voice. I have been embraced by her in ways you could only dream of.
Nonsense! Ravings! You've strayed, girl. You've failed Lady Shar's mission and allowed ambition to rot your mind.
Tell her. Tell them all. Tell them how the Night Singer has blessed me.
I shall stand with ShadowHeart.
So be it. A traitor's end awaits you all. These are the desperate lies of trapped vermin, nothing more. You are deluded, girl.
I'm not here to convince you, Mother. You are already disgraced in Lady Shar's eyes. I merely wish to give the others a chance to repent before they are dragged down with you.
A coup attempt? ShadowHeart will need all the help she can get if she's to win over the remaining diehards from Viconia's ranks.
I sank a spear into the heart of the Moon Witch's daughter. Lady Shar rewarded me. She turned the pain that once held me back into the power that now drives me on. And she told me to cleanse her church of those who failed her.
The traitor's ranks swell, like a corpse left under the sun. I will take joy in making each and every one of you suffer. Enough talk, girl. The sooner we finish this, the sooner your blood can be sluiced off Lady Shar's sacred grotto.
Enough speeches. The odds are already in my favor. Do you think the Dark Lady would want you to die for a lost cause? Or show some cunning and live another day?
No matter. I built this place from nothing. I can always start anew once you've been dealt with. You were right about one thing. Lady Shar's church does need to be cleansed. By my hand.
Bless us. So you think you have won? Time will tell. Far easier to claim something than hold on to it. They will turn on you in time, when you hear the whispers and see the blades drawn. Remember my face.
I won't remember you at all. Nobody will. Kill her or turn her loose. It doesn't matter. She's finished either way.
I draw near, my lady.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
It was me. I did that. How?
This was my gift to you. Power is not created. It merely changes from one form to another. Their pain becomes your might. Their suffering furthers your glory.
I don't understand. Who are these people?
Arnell Hallerleaf and his wife, Emily, once. They were among the most fanatical of my sister, Seluna's followers. But for years they have been here, resisting my embrace, just as I wished them to. Their wrong-headed resolve allowed me to shape you. But I need not tell you. I can show you. It is time to remember. Time to remember everything.
You find yourself thrust into ShadowHeart's mind, but it's different than before. There's more than you or she can comprehend. A flood of restored memories, finished thoughts, revealed secrets.
I remember it all. I remember them. My parents. What have you done to them?
We, child. this to them together. My power and your will.
Jennifer? Jen? Is that you? Why you look so tall?
It's not her, Em. It's just another trick. Another way to hurt us.
It's me. I'm Jennifer.
Jennifer is no more. She never left those dark woods. It was ShadowHeart who emerged. This woman gave birth to you. But I made you. I am your mother. A sacrifice is not a sacrifice if it has no meaning. This is the final step. Snuff out the last embers of your old life so that you could finally be who you were meant to be. Kill them. For me. Then I will take the memories away from you again. Loss will heal you, and you will be my right hand at last. I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room, the dreamless sleep, the shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer, until you find your way back to my embrace. Do you remember your training, child? I know you do. All the times you stood in this room, wondering why this pair seemed so familiar. All the times you honed your skills on them, they remember everything. The pain, the pleading, their torturer wearing their daughter's face. End their nightmare. Give them peace.
Do what's right. I think I lost sight of that some time ago. Better to just serve blindly.
Whatever happens, we love you all the same.
We never stopped. Thank you, Moon Maiden. You let me see my Jennifer, my baby girl, one last time.
Don't call me that. My name is ShadowHeart.
You are just lost, Jennifer. Seluna will show you the way home, in time.
My name is ShadowHeart!
It is done, and done well. They are with me now, in my endless dark, and from them you can draw endless power.
I still remember.
No longer. Forget. Forget and rise.
It's done. This place is mine now. Shar's forces are mine when I need them, and her power, it's right at my fingertips. I can't believe it. Sacrifices. My final test, whoever they are. A rather meager offering to the Dark Lady. But it's not my place to question her. It's time we left. We're not finished with the Absolute just yet. Only now, Shar's forces are mine to command when the battle comes. The final sacrifice has been made. I am Lady Shar's right hand now. It has all been worth it. Every step, every trial, every drop of blood. That was always a fragile, elusive thing. Ever since I slew Nightsong, I didn't want to surrender it then. Perhaps now, as first among Lady Shar's children, I can give myself leave to do as I like. But all that must wait for now. The Night Singer's Church cannot thrive if the Absolute isn't stopped. When the time comes for the final battle, Lady Shar's faithful will be ready. Until then, we should continue to do what we must.
ShadowHeart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
You recall the memory ShadowHeart recovered by eating the noble stalk. This must be the person she remembered.
I remember you, but you're different. Very different. I used to call you something else, didn't I?
You did. But that's not who I am now. I remember the other initiates used to tease you about your name, the one you chose to honor Lady Shar. They were attacking who you were. I never found it funny, but I wasn't quite sure why. Eventually, I realized it was because I wasn't happy with who I was. I couldn't keep going like that. But seeing how you fought on, I realized that I didn't have to. From then on, I was Nocturne. It wasn't easy, but everything started to make sense. I could breathe.
It's a beautiful name. Suits you well.
Thank you. Picked it myself. But enough of that. I can't believe you're back.
I've been trying to return here as long as I can remember, which admittedly doesn't amount to much.
They whispered it was a suicide mission. This search for the artifact you were sent on. Some even thought it was the Mother Superior's plan alone, and not Lady Shar's intent. It seems the whispers were right on that last part. At some point, she confused her ambitions for the Night Singer's will. But no matter. You rule us now. What comes next?
I wish to know more. There must be all sorts of things you can tell me. Little things from my past, lost to Lady Shar's embrace.
If you wish it of me, of course, my lady. I work as the quartermaster. Come see me whenever you wish.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice. Those that are worth remembering, yes. Lady Shar is ever wise. She knows what I do and do not have to know in order to be her most loyal, most effective servant. My training knowledge, my experiences, my will and faith. Everything I need to be leader of the cloister. Anything that's missing, well, I can't miss what I can't remember. I have all I need. You've been with me all this time. You know exactly what I've sacrificed to achieve this. I had hoped you'd learn to not try and sour my relationship with Lady Shar, but clearly not. Let us speak no more of this. What in life isn't? I consider myself blessed to have a goddess guide my very mind. Of course. From the first time I laid eyes on you right until now. That's all safe. I wouldn't surrender even a moment of it. Not as much as I am. My whole life has been leading up to this. At last, I've become who I've always meant to be. A beautiful night. Not even a hint of moon to sully Lady Shar's dark sky. Allow me to be frank. We can't presume we'll get to share another night like this. There's a battle coming. Not everyone is going to make it. Faith is one thing I have in plentiful supply. In fact, it's what I wanted to talk to you about. We should make an offering to Lady Shar, to seek her blessing and protection against what lies ahead. A nightfall ritual. I know you perfectly. You helped usher me into being who I am. Indulge your darker side with me. Wait until the others are asleep, then come with me. It might just save your life. This is the spot. Looks like someone's left poor Luna untended. Fine suggestions all. Perhaps another time. After I offered up the night song to Lady Shar, her blood was on the spear, on my hands, on my clothing. I wrung out every drop I could. Saved it for a special occasion. Let's see what comfort we can offer a grieving mother. You did well. I hope you're not trying to surpass me in Lady Shar's graces. Indeed. And what else might you be willing to do? First, the act of wickedness, then the feast. But I think this will count as both at once. Hi-ho. There's nowhere else to go. This is where it all ends, my love. Hardly. We're going to win this. Understand? But no sense missing the opportunity. I'll look forward to the next last kiss. And the one after that. Last night was an exception. I hope you understand that. The battle's won. Our journey is over. And I need to take my place at Lady Shar's side. The only reason for that would be if I had died in battle. Did I seem dead to you last night? You are adorable, though perhaps a little inattentive. All this has been to bring me to this point. And now I'm finally here. Thanks in no small part to you. Lady Shar's work is never ending. I've cleansed the ranks of her followers, leaving only the faithful, the worthy. Now is the time to spread her word. So many have suffered greatly in recent times, gripped by pain and loss. They will rush to the Dark Lady's embrace. Such an aggressive choice of words. Careful you don't spoil the moment. Besides, we give them a home, purpose, just like I received. A flame cannot burn without fuel, and Lady Shar's church would not thrive if everyone was happy and content. We are nothing but a dark mirror, held up to show society's failings. Perhaps you'll come to realize that in time. If you do, you know where the House of Grief is, and what lies beneath it. We all need to be unburdened, every now and again.